Hello, Mana here, and today we begin Geneforge 2 Infestation. I have been looking forward to this for a very long time now. I originally played Geneforge 1 Mutagen back in 2021, I think it was, in March, and that ended up being an 85-hour Let's Play, so yeah, this is likely going to be a very long one. This is technically the demo version, but since the progress carries over to the main game, this will be the start of a full Let's Play, so yeah, I don't know how long the demo is. I think last time, well, that was a mutagen, so it could be very different, but got about 3 hours out of that if I'm recalling, so yeah, we'll see how we go. But yeah, I've been really looking forward to this. This is, I think it's gonna be really good. I've just been looking forward. I don't know what else I can say. If you're unfamiliar with how I play these games, I do like to be very thorough, so I will be reading every bit of dialogue I can get my hands on. I'll be exploring every corner of every map and yeah, trying to do basically everything. And since I'm a little bit more familiar with the series, having played that one, I will be going with the veteran difficulty this time and just kind of see how I go. It was kind of a long learning curve for me in the original game. I originally went for like a lot of creations rather than, well, I made a few mistakes in the first game that hopefully I can learn from in this. I think the big two I made was trying to have more creations rather than less strong ones. I also didn't realize how valuable things like status effects and poison and stuff were, so yeah, hopefully I can take what I learned from that and do a little bit better on this and also on the harder difficulty, so yeah, yeah, just hope you guys are enjoying, hope you're doing well, and yeah, gonna be in for a long one. I think, what else? Just want to jump in, but I want to make sure I don't forget anything. Oh, if you aren't familiar with the series, you haven't watched the original, shouldn't matter, these are standalone. It's in the same world and kind of builds on the world and that kind of stuff. But you should be able to just jump in, so shouldn't be any problems there. Yeah, but just other than that again, I hope you are doing well. I thank you very much for watching, and yeah, let's jump in. And yeah, we can go Guardian, Shaper, or Agent. Last time I went Shaper. I will be going Shaper again. I just feel like it's most fitting for these games, because yeah, Guardian. Guardians are the defenders of the Shapers. They are highly skilled in melee combat and can create creatures to aid them in an assault. However, their magical skills are otherwise weak. You have the Agent. Agents travel around on the command of the Shapers and solve problems, usually violently. Their magic and weapon skills are strong, but they are not good at creating creatures. Agents tend to be harder to play. And then the Shaper. Shapers are skilled at magic and unmatched in their ability to create powerful creatures. However, they are physically frail. Shapers will have to rely on their creations for protection. Which, yeah, I like that you can make these, but Shaper feels like the one that makes the most sense for the game. Since these kind of aid the Shaper more so. Or the Shapers, I mean. So yeah, I feel like playing the Shaper makes the most sense to me. And obviously, I like the creatures and stuff, the creations, so yeah. Looks like we do have some canon names. Dacro, Andres, Esther. Okay. Well, we are Mana. And yeah, we're gonna go Veteran. Torment, that's probably a little much. We'll kind of see how we go. But yeah, a harder difficulty setting for someone experienced with role-playing games. Your foes will have more abilities, do more damage, and be harder to kill. Your spells and abilities can damage your own characters. Higher level foes are slightly more resistant to mental attacks. I am a little mixed on the spells and abilities being able to damage your own characters, but yeah, that'll just be part of the learning, I suppose, so yeah, let's jump in. The Shapers are the oldest, most respected, most secretive, and most powerful of the magic sects. They have the power to create life. The Shapers can make new life forms from nothing but organic matter and pure magic. They can mold this life to serve any purpose, be it lighthouse work or major warfare. The Shapers rule the known world, and they guard the secrets of their powers well. To learn their techniques without permission is to court a speedy death at the hands of a guardian in the day or an agent in the night. That is why your current position is such an honor. You are a Shaper apprentice. You have earned the right to join them. They will teach you the secrets of life. However, Shaper training is long and difficult. You spent years of exhausting study and you have little power to show for it. To be made a full Shaper, you must complete your apprenticeship. That means field work. You must go out into the world and learn how your power can control it. You have been assigned to a full agent named Shanti. She will guide you and instruct you. Your mission is simple. You are to go to an old Shaper colony called Dry Peak. Dry Peak is a failed colony set on a rocky, desolate mountain. You are to get a status report from the 2 Shapers who run it. Once this mission is complete, you can return home and gain real power. You travel with Shanti for weeks. Hearing advice, running errands, getting abuse, having the pleasure of the common humans fearing you and calling you Shaper. Then you climb into the desolate mountains. You see the rubble and ruins surrounding Dry Peak. After a long, exhausting climb through the cold wastes, Shanti lets you set up camp in an abandoned shop. You sleep like the dead. When you wake up in the morning, Shanti is gone. Okay. Also, Shanti. I'm gonna go with Shanti. Someone correct me if they know better and I'll correct myself before it's too late. But I feel like Shanti sounds more like a name than Shanti. I don't know. I never know with names. But welcome to Geneforge 2. These messages will pop up to help you learn to play the game. Your character is in the ruins of a bedroom. Select a nearby space to move it. Okay, so we're an apprentice. We're on what sounds like a pretty straightforward mission. Okay. Although obviously she's gone and things may not be so simple. Ah, we got cash. That's a start. And oh right, WSD. If I'm remembering correctly, I'm pretty sure in the first one I had to use a script to swap over the arrows. So that is nice to see. Oh, and just for reference, I'm playing in a 16 by 900 resolution. I feel like for this engine, it kind of fits the best in terms of like how close in you are, because you can't zoom or anything, and UI scaling and stuff. So yeah, I'm on a 1440p monitor, and yeah, this is 1600 by 900 just for reference. I think it works best. But yeah, we better get to exploring. Right peak ascent, getting items. Okay, it's all pretty standard. Sleeping on a cold stone floor has not helped your muscles recover from the long journey. You cough some ruins dust out of your lungs and stretch out. Quickly you get up, as Agent Shanti tends to be impatient. You left your blade on the table. Probably best to be able to defend yourself in this wasteland. To use these items, you'll have to first pick them up. Press the get button, or type G. I assume we can just... Wait, can we access those? Alright, we've got our map, some of it. One thing I really wanted, like, I don't know if it'll be in this, one of the things I really wanted in the last game was more like stuff with the journal. Because, like, I think, for example, once quests were completed, they were gone. I really wanted to be able to view those. And messages like that, I think you can note them in the journal, which probably would have been better. But do I have to... I think most items you can generally pick up, I don't know. Some things I'm going to remember, some things I'm going to have to relearn. It has been a while. But that's also I, right? Okay, I and G do the same. Okay, okay. Is that book also something new? What do we got here? Oh, was that? Okay, that's helpful. Yeah, so you got the record button. Which is helpful. It adds in your journal here. Which seems like it's got plenty, so it is good. I wish they were just kind of logged somewhere anyway, maybe. But no big deal. I don't want to reopen that for 1 second. Yeah. Pick up an item. Bring up the getting items when pressing the get button or typing G. Yeah, I guess I'm pretty sure you can pick things up directly, but maybe I'm misremembering some things. Okay. Said we'll figure things out as we go. I was a little worried about the sounds because I feel like I put it down to 4. I think we might try 3. I feel like a lot of those sounds, I don't know. We'll see how we go. Sometimes I balance audio afterwards if we need to, but yeah, just I feel like a lot of the what do you call them? I guess gameplay sounds. Yeah, they seemed a lot louder than the music. I think we're all good in here. And yeah, maybe a bit of a slow start here. Just want to, you know, get into things and figure things out and just, you know, take it in slowly. Some items you find, like the metal bowls on the table, will be useless. Some won't. Yeah, that's a... we'll get to that in a second. Fortunately, if you want to get rid of something you're carrying, it's easy. To put an item in your pack on the ground, open the inventory window, grab the item by selecting it, and then select the ground. Yeah, that was a tough thing for me in Geneforge because, I mean, in Mutagen, I like to hoard everything. And in these games, you kind of got to get used to the fact the developer puts a lot of crap in for the sake of the world. And I say crap like as in, like, it is just crap on the ground. Like, it fits in the game. It makes sense that he's done it. They just are physical items you do not need. And not even in the kind of like Skyrim way where you don't need stuff, but you can kind of get away with taking it all for some reason. In this, you really truly don't need to pick it up. The majority of the kind of junk on the ground, they have no value whatsoever. You can't even sell them for 1 gold. There is absolutely nothing you can do with them. You can see, like, yeah, metal bowl, trash. And some of them have weight, but even things like this metal bowl, like, you cannot sell them for even a gold or anything there. Yeah. I think items maybe that have use highlight or something. Maybe that's what I'm... Oh yeah, see how they kind of highlighted us then? Yeah, see how they highlighted? So I think if they do that, they actually have value. But yeah, I guess I'm mixing up that you could pick them up just directly. You have to do it through this. Yeah. But yeah, you can check over things if they're feeling useful. See, I guess that is something useful because it highlighted, but... Oh, yeah, it's got value on it. Right, okay. That's what you want to look for. So value 6 gold. Whereas none of these kind of things do. Right. Make sure we check all the... Can't miss the cash. Really do want to scrap, like, every little thing you can get tends to be useful. Let's pop those on. And yeah, those are... Let me know on the volume after this one, just for reference, because I think things seem a little bit more balanced now. You step out of the abandoned shop into the daylight. Now you can get a good look at the road leading up to Dry Peak Mountains. Unfortunately, this valley is as dry and as barren as every other inch of the miserable journey up here. Dry Peak is a hugely unsuccessful shape of settlement. All of the Shapers' best efforts to create plants and animals that could thrive up here have resulted in failure. Some of their failures escaped and spread, thus most of the shops and homes, like the one you spent the night in, are empty. You are but a novice in this remote land. Shanti, your instructor and overall boss, is waiting outside. She is typically impatient. Well, novice, I hope you have had a good long sleep. She places extra emphasis on the word long. Yeah, it's interesting. So she is a... Wait, was she an agent or... She was an agent, right? I don't think she was... Yeah, she was agent, right? I don't know if I'm mixing up with Guardian. But yes, that's kind of interesting how... like, even though the Shapers kind of rule over them and they're kind of more assistants to the Shapers, I guess they're kind of above you when you're only an apprentice. Shanti strides up to you. Your mentor is wearing the studded leather armor favored by agents. Excellent for stealth and quick travel. Okay, good, she is an agent. I thought so, just got a leather job. Yeah, that's interesting then. So I guess because she's a full agent, that kind of stands above an apprentice Shaper. A long curved blade hangs from her belt. She also wears a peculiar necklace, a series of polished fangs on her leather thong. She tends to idly finger it when in deep thought. Shanti is eager to get going. You're well rested, Mana. A long night of leisure suit you? I want to get to Dry Peak soon. The sooner this job is done and we're back to civilization, the better. You are now in a conversation. To respond to a character, select one of the options below. You can also type the number by a response to select it. I mean, I knew, but I hadn't really thought about just how wordy these are. I'm going to make sure I need to drink a bit during these. Especially because I plan to read everything. Right. How far are we from Dry Peak? Not far, I think. Just a few more miles of abandoned buildings and sound in our eyes. No danger ahead? There can always be danger. The Shapers came here to make a paradise. Their experiments failed. Everything ended up worse. We may have to clean up their mess. Typical. What is our job? Shanti's amused. Our job, you say? It's my job. My job is to check on Dry Peak, meet with Zachary and Barzal, and get out of here. Your job, young apprentice, is to follow me, do what I say, and try to learn something about field work. And if you could try not to do any harm, that would be great. Great help. What are Zachary and Bazal? Wouldn't it be like who are? I guess Shapers. Okay, I guess it kind of makes sense. Here, Shapers. Here and in charge. Hopefully not making this gruesome mess worse. Our job is to confirm that. Come on. What should I do now? You follow me. I'll scout ahead. Shanti doesn't want to talk to you right now. Well, alright. I guess she's off. Well, I'm just going to look around. Don't mind me. I may not be able to hoard every item in this game, but I will hoard everything I can. This dusty road leads south, back the way you came. Someday, when your mission here is completed, you can return here to leave the valley. For now, however, your training will continue in the other direction here. Somehow I doubt that's going to be for a while. Oh, there's goodies. I'll take a crystal. There's a precious stone, best exchanged for cash. Mountain merchants value them and will gladly buy them from you. Sounds good to me. This is why you look around. I mean, that's value 30 right there. You stand on the road leading out of these mountains. It is but 3 days' walk to the next city and a long but safe journey from there to the Shaper Council in their mighty citadel. You are sorely tempted to leave this dangerous land. However, your work is not yet complete. Your orders are to find and speak with Zachary and Bazal. Until you have either done that or found proof that it is impossible, you can't bring yourself to go home. To not complete your task would mean a quick and humiliating end to your training. Well, that's not ideal. Okay. Doesn't look like there's anything else. Dry Peak Mountains north, Shaperland south. Alright. Let's go this way. Ruined workshop. Wow. Oops, I did not see what that was. One helpful feature. When you hold the tab key, you'll be able to see labels identifying each character and button. Try it now. Okay. Oh, it highlights those. Didn't realize it highlighted them. I wonder if that does items, because I don't think that did in mutagen. Okay, that's helpful. There is a large rat cowering at the end of the path. A very large rat drooling with hunger. Its eyes gleam with a vague intelligence. It doesn't look like it wants to bother you as long as you leave it alone. Giant rats didn't always exist. Then a careless wizard let one escape and now they do. That is why Shapers never ever let outsiders learn their secrets. The ability to create life comes with great responsibility. People using Shaper skills in irresponsible or forbidden ways tend to be hunted down and killed very quickly. Oh. We've got ourselves a situation. Not ideal, but I can't pass up the XP. You know. I guess we'll take the meat. Don't think there's anything else here we need. Boards, yeah, no value on any of those. Anything here? Clay pots. Right, what is our... I don't think we have access to all of our menus yet. Like, we don't have our shaping menu or anything. That's the map. World map journal. Oh, we have... Oh, okay, we have, okay, we can firebolt and heal. How do you... Whoops. I forget how to put these on the bar. I think you click the bar. Yes. Okay, we'll pop those down, which that would have been much smarter. I mean, we did get meat, so... Oh, do we have to use that through here? Probably not the worst idea. Oh, right, we're full. So okay, you can't just eat as much as you want. Which way did she go? Guess we'll figure that out. What do we got? Chisel, mallet. I think they're probably useless. There is the... I feel like there's the rare... not rare, like as in... uncommon, but there is like some items I think are useful. I don't really remember that well. The sign on the wall simply says, pods and spores, the shop has been abandoned. Like most, like 99.9% aren't that are like that. Yeah, well, I say we'll figure out things. The door is locked, you don't have enough living tools to get it open. Oh, living tools are a thing, okay. They're like weird green things that you can use to unlock stuff. You want every single one of them you can possibly get your hands on. Now that you've made some progress, you save the game. Saving the game creates a snapshot of your progress. Doo-doo-doo. You can type F3 to make a quick save, F4 to load. Oh, I do like my quick saves. But let's do that. So we have a save and... Oh, right. I'm using an annoying keyboard at the moment. It's a wireless keyboard and I have to press function for the F keys. So that's kind of annoying. Alright, it's fine. You're currently walking south. In Geneforge 2, the upright is north, marked with an N. All good. Is that... Oh, I see, okay. Gotcha. Shanti raises a hand to you. Shanti raises a hand to stop you. Wait, there's a good chance for you to do something. What should I do? Shanti points at the entryway to the south. That ruin looks interesting. Go in there, investigate, see what you find. Maybe you can get some extra supplies for us. Why do we need supplies? Don't we have enough? Enough? What is enough? When things get dangerous, everything you can have, that is enough. For a moment, just a moment, Shanti's supremely confident demeanor wavers. Something's bothering me about this place. Something doesn't feel right. And when things don't seem right, I gather as much equipment as possible. What if I meet something dangerous in there? Shanti laughs. Well, running is an option. As is fighting. And being devoured is, of course, one of the paths you could choose. I mean, that's technically true. I guess. Why are there so many ruins and abandoned shops? Well, when our Khan tries to settle an area, we generally have to create the whole ecology from scratch. We make the plants, the animals, the birds, and so on. Jigsaw everything together to make the area work. But sometimes we just can't do it. We can't make the creatures and the plants that live... We can't make the creatures and plants live in harmony. And when we do, there's no point in staying. Oh, sorry. But sometimes we just can't do it. We can't make creatures and plants that live in harmony. And when we do, there's no point in staying. It is unfortunate, but that is what happened here. Now it's just a dusty, forgotten settlement. The Shaper Council only rarely remembers it. When they do, an agent is sent back to check upon us. I'll be back in a minute. I'll look around out here a bit more. If any rats try to sneak up on you, I'll bring the might of the Shapers to bear on them. Sounds good. Investigate then follow, no worries. Probably. You immediately recognize what this place was, a Shaper Hall. Though this chamber is abandoned, and the essence pools in the alcoves are empty and cracked, their purpose is clear. Shaper settlements are full of places like this, where your kind goes about the business of using their powers to create useful life, and if necessary to destroy it. The clay Shapers use to mold life is called essence. It is a gooey, partially alive substance, warm, liquid, and charged with magic. A Shaper such as yourself has the ability to hold essence within your body. This can be used to make life this can be used to make life later. If the vats were full, you could use them to recharge the supply of essence within yourself. Perhaps there is an intact store of the stuff farther in. Maybe there is. And I really need to make sure I'm like sipping a drink every so often. It's been a while since I played anything this dialogue heavy, but I am going to enjoy it. Just bear with me a little bit. See what goodies we can find. Barrel. Probably don't need bones. Notes on combat. Oh, so that one goes in the codex. Okay. Yeah, it's all pretty just standard explaining the combat. I will be reading everything, but these kind of things I don't feel that much need to. It's just explaining, so if you want to pause on that one, but that is very just, you know, functional sort of thing. Oh, we got XP for that. Huh. Some of the very straightforward tutorials, that'll be like the only thing maybe I skip over. This is a storeroom. Most of the equipment here is useless to an adventurer such as yourself. However, you're happy to see a living tool on the table. A living tool is exactly what it sounds like. A tentacle creature attuned to the wishes of whoever is holding it. You can direct the long, dexterous tentacles of the little fellow using it to unlock doors and manipulate machinery. You should get the living tool. Later, when you find a locked door or piece of misbehaving machinery, you'll be given the option to use one or more tools on it. Unfortunately, using a living tool tends to kill it. The higher your mechanic skill is, the fewer living tools you'll need to do any particular job. Definitely want those. Bottle cloth, you have value. Living tool, yes please. Oh, lamp. So yeah, that's one that's like got no value, but you can actually use it as a light source. That's good. I'm assuming not every room here is going to be friendly. This is an operating room. Wounded humans and servants were brought here for maintenance. A trained shaper can use magic and raw essence to alter a damaged person or even rebuild damaged body parts. Happily, there is an intact healing pool in the back corner of the room. Pools like this are semi-living creatures shaped to cure wounded beings who stand nearby. If you are wounded, stand near such a pool to heal yourself. There is a hole in the roof above the pool which enables sunlight to shine through. This light helps keep the pool fed and alive. However, without added nutrients, it will eventually dry up and die. Well, we're all good for now. Well, actually, no, we're not. Sorta good. Healing pod. I'm assuming... Oh, that's a bandage. Okay, so there's going to be some stuff on the ground we want to grab. I don't know if everything useful is going to highlight or quite how things will go just yet. I think it keeps going. I'm not... Actually, let's just test for reference. Yep, okay, so it does waste. If you stay near it when you're at full health, it will waste it, so... Best to move away as soon as you fall. I did check that, right, bones. Bunch of gloves. Limbs, probably good on limbs. Shield. Take one of those. Gloves, they do have 10 value, so is a shield actually. Alright, we'll hoard what we can. Some things we may need to drop. Oh, wait, we got the junk bag. Right. Forgot about the junk bag. Right, that's like your inventory, but like... Yeah, so all this stuff is probably worth putting in here. So, we'll put that on. The junk bag is basically anything you put in here you can't access again until you're in a town. So if it's like absolutely stuff you don't need and you're going to sell it, you can just throw it in the junk bag. There is a shaping chamber. Oh, this is a shaping chamber. Here, shapers can use their secret knowledge to take raw essence and work into living things, strong and usually obedient. You're pleased to see that there is an intact essence pool in the back corner. When you are low on essence, standing near such a pool will restore your reserves. Later, you will use essence to create creatures to serve you or to cast spells. When you cast spells that cost essence, you will eventually need to return to a pool like this one. However, when you make a creation, the essence you spend will be tied up, keeping the creature alive. Essence spent making a creature won't come back until the creation dies or you reabsorb it. Making creations. To survive in the Dry Peak Mountains, you will probably need to make creations to fight for you, especially if you're playing a shaper. You already know how to create a Fiora, a small fire-breathing lizard. Oh, I do? To make a Fiora, you will need at least one level of fire shaping skill. Happily, you start with this. Each creation has a minimum shaping skill needed to make it. To make a creation, press the plus button in your roster. You will then spend some of your essence to make your servant and improve its skills. The more essence you spend on one Fiora's skills, the less you will have left to create more of them. You can create up to 7 servants. When you spend essence to make a creation, you can't get it back until the creation dies or you absorb it. Wait, so can I already shape? Oh, this menu. Oh. Oh my god, I can't believe I didn't realize that. And I remember... What did I... Yeah, the claw. I used to use the claw symbol for you. And yeah, I was saying at the beginning, the mistake I made in the last game is I went for more creatures, but I think from what I experienced over time, you want less that are stronger, and you also really want a combination of damage, but also you really want status effects. Especially like mind ones, things that like charm type spells and that kind of stuff, as well as poison. They can completely turn the tide of battle. But for now, I guess we'll just go for yeah, so we start with 19 essence. It costs 6 to make the base. And what do we want? So we got an 8. Oh, haste is another one that's really good. This character always acts faster as if hasted. Each attack has a chance of using fewer action points. Hasting this character makes it faster. Yeah, so haste as a buff can be really good. But also this, it can basically mean you can get 2 turns in a row, which can be also huge. Which are definitely worth it. So Fire Breath. Fires a cloud at a single target. Cone of Fire. What's that cost? That's 2. Yeah, we'll get that, because that can hit multiple at a time. And Strength Upgrade, Magic Skill. Endurance. Increase the amount of health. Yeah, because I feel like we just kind of want one strong Fiora to start. We could go 2 that are good. Control level poor. Oh, right, that's another thing too. So I think... I don't know if that's impacted by these or... I think it's level impacts that. Oh, we could get 2 maybe. Get 1 with Cone of Fire. Can I, oh wait, I can only have 1, can't I? What is it? Fire Shimmy Skill need a 1. Where are my skills? Oh, is this... Oh, you right-click that page. Okay. Enables you to create more powerful fire creations. Each point increases the level of all your fire creations by 1. Okay, yes, we've got a bunch of stuff here if you want to have a look around. Create Fiora 1. I'm assuming that means I can only make 1. I don't remember how that goes. I thought I could just make them based on my essence. Oh yeah, there's like weapon shaping in this too. But I think that more applies for Guardians and Agents. Okay, well I'm off. Yeah. Or... Oh, I just... Okay, god damn it. I'm relearning, okay? Yeah, okay. We'll see how we go with those two. That should be good. Curing pods. Because yeah, they both have haste, so that'll be nice. Yeah, I remember in the first game, I modded the game a little bit a couple times. I made them smaller in one case. I remember I played around at one point. I made them very large and also a bit smaller. I think they were different size in the first game though, as well. Can't quite remember now. But we are all good here. Oh, right, so... Wait, does yeah, they use energy. It's... Okay. Right. Because, yeah, because health is red and your energy blue, then essence. But the health pools are blue too. It's kind of interesting. But yeah, we got 1 living tool. I think that door up here needed 2, didn't it? I think. So we'll probably find another one somewhere. Yeah. But if you get a mechanics level, you need 1 less. Enables you to use fewer living tools to open locks and disarm traps. Yeah, I forget if that's a 1-to-1, but yeah. Like if you level that enough. It's it. I don't think it's 1-to-1. But I think at the first level it probably would be. So like when we add 1 to that, that would go from 2-to-1 type thing. But I don't think it scales up 1-to-1. But I said things might work a little different in this one too, obviously. You are surrounded by a gruesome fungal flora. Bulbous trees and woody spikes stick out of the dirt at strange angles. This is the work of shapers trying to make trees that can grow in this dead soil. The experiment was not a success. This is living flora, true, but it is thorny and useless. A breeze carries the scent of the plants to you. They also smell like rot. Lovely. Lovely indeed. You realize that once again you are not alone. There is a Fiora in the clearing ahead watching you. A Fiora is a creation. It is a creature invented and improved by your people for use as a scout or an attack dog. Since it is a creation, it should be naturally inclined to obey you. However, this creature does not seem servile to you at all. It doesn't look hostile either. It's just staring. It is an eerie feeling being watched by a creation in this way. Creations have always obeyed you mindlessly before. Dry Peak was supposed to be a quiet, mostly abandoned settlement. Why is a rogue wandering around? Strange and dangerous. You find a small camp. There is a dirty, torn tent. There are faint, fresh tracks around it, some human and some reptilian. You find no sign of who lives here. However, you feel like you're being watched. Also probably not ideal. Yeah, they're a little different looking, like the wild ones. The color's a little different. It looks a tiny bit smaller too. We do really want to fight that, because we want every little bit of XP we can get, basically. Which, I guess I should be doing quick saves here or there, just to play it safe. When you get close to the Fiora, it sniffs at you. Then it gets nervous. It starts to walk away quickly. Odd. Well, we starting fine. Do you want to threaten this character? It and maybe others will turn hostile. Okay, we'll play it safe for right now. Just because this could be something more significant than I'm aware. Over here, though. This looks like XP. Good job. Let them come a little closer. Ooh, critical, nice. Oh, whoops. I meant to use Fireball. All good. Oh, I should have used, all good. Oh, was that haste? Yeah, haste is great. Honestly, yeah, even those, they're quite loud. I think it was okay, though. What do we got? Oh, there's a dead servile here. The poor creature must have been overwhelmed by the rats. Robe, 20, some sandals. Wait, is there any... we probably don't need the javelin, but we'll see. We'll pop, oh wait, that's same. Yes. Okay, all good. Ah, can't get that quarter. Oh, we have stuff. Like most of the shops along the road to Dry Peak, this smithy has been abandoned for several years. Some industrious souls have been tearing blocks out of the wall and carrying them off, probably for building materials. Surprisingly, someone has left some javelins on the counter. They look new. Maybe they were forgotten by someone out hunting. Javelins are equipped in your missile weapon slot. You will learn how to switch between melee and weapons in the next section. Yeah, we probably won't be using the javelins, but just in case. Never know. Some tools. Tools, got a belt. Take that. Bar of iron. We will take those. Whoops. I may have clicked that a few times. Alright. All good. I assume Shanti's up here somewhere. Oops. I keep, because I'm pressing G for like the menu and F is the enter combat, so I keep misclicking. Alright. Flowers, you have value. Oh yeah, haste is great. That was another thing I did not value as much as I should have in the last game. It makes a huge difference being able to have an extra attack. The grave says, Talia of Ezeret, loyal shaper. Made mistake. Eaten. The date of death is about 20 years ago. Oof, that's rough. Got eaten, huh? The gravestone says, Fans ran. Mundane guard. Slain pacifying a rogue. He honored the law. The date of death is about 30 years ago. It's from a while back then. What we got down here? Oh, hello. Coins, thorns. Yes, please. What's up, Shanty? Shanty? Shanty stops you. The late morning sun has caused her to break out into a sweat, and she seems very slightly unnerved. I've been scouting ahead. This is not right. There are rogues in this area. I think I may need to give you some combat training earlier than planned, and some advice as well. I searched that ruin to the south. You described what you saw. Shanty's thoughtful. Less than I hoped. Still, I hope it was instructive. I am ready for training. One of the first things you learned in your training was how to focus, so that you could be taught things very quickly with almost no need for repeating. Yet you've been taught very little. The Shapers are very slow to teach initiates their secrets. That is why it is a pleasant surprise that Shanty is teaching you an actual skill. Listen carefully. This is something you should know. Shanty explains to you the techniques and magical twists that turns you will need to create a new sort of creation. It is a humanoid battle type called a Thard. It can punch your foes very effectively. Wait, I think it's Thad, isn't it? Thard? When I read that I think Thard, but I'm pretty sure I called it Thad previously. I don't know if I was corrected on that or something. Either way. What did you find ahead of us? More ruins, more dead trees, and rogues, I think. I caught the stink of them. Go north. You will see that you will be near them. You will find a building just before the rogues. Inside I left some books for you. They will explain magic for you. You may find them useful. There are also healing and essence pools. Those will be very useful. Wait, why did you leave books up there? I mean, either way, I guess. What advice do you have for me? You're a shaper. Fragile. Easy to abuse. Your power comes from your creations. You should create a creation or two to protect you as soon as you can. Avoid contact with foes, and burn them down with magic when your creations aren't adequate. In the next section, you will learn how to create and improve creations. I got my furores. There is more I would like to know. Oh, me too, my apprentice. This is not the time or place to talk. We'll have the chance for leisure when we reach Dry Peak. I promise I'll have many questions for them. What should I do now? You will follow me. If there are rogues, I think, and there are, we will need to kill them. It's our responsibility. The ones I miss, you will slay. Okay. Why didn't I stay with you? Maybe you need help? Shiny laughs. It's not a kind laugh. Oh, you're so sweet. It's a nice offer, but I can shred a few rogues much more easily without having to worry about you. She checks to make sure her blade is ready. Then she turns and leaves to the north. Alright. No worries. So, we probably want to make a Thad. What do I call them? I'm pretty sure it's Thad, but I don't know why I think that. Because I read it as Thad initially. Let's come back to the essence pool here. Well, unless I think... Oh no, you do gain essence back. I don't think you get it all though. Yeah. Okay. And we may as well heal up while we're here too. Yeah, because the Thad is a lot more tanky. And I may go back and forth on what the hell to call it. I mean, it's more like a Thard, right? I think I should call it Thard. Yeah, these guys are more tanky. Yeah, charge. Instant moves to your phone delivers a strong melee, but that's like a, yeah, charges along the ground, straight at them. I remember that being useful. Stun, also useful. Sorry, what did they cost? Oh, they're level 4. Essence cost 6. I think we'll go with the charge. What was your essence? You're 10. I don't know if I really need the cone of fire. We'll see how we go with that. Do that. Because yeah, ideally, you know, Thard can like charge in. They can shoot the fire. Alright, we're gonna give you a symbol. Oops. Yeah. That'll be good. Yeah, essence is one thing we're gonna be wanting to upgrade as soon as possible. Anything else here? Oh. You have reached the end of this area, the first of almost 90 in Geneforge 2 Infestation. When you're ready to move on, step on the arrow shade of blue. You will then be on the world map. To travel to a new region, select it and then select the travel button. To make things easier, the next selection will be automatically selected for you. In the next section, you will learn about spells and combat. Good luck. Your adventures are just beginning. Also level up. And I'm probably going to keep doing that a few more times. Let's see. Yeah, I guess we didn't get another living tool, so we'll have to come back to that at some point. Although we could up mechanics, technically. Right, we get 10 skill points. Wait, is that a... I can't put that into anything, can I? Oh, and it costs 3. Right, okay. Let's jump over here. Yeah, I don't want to use too many points in mechanics yet, but if we can just up it once to need 1. Okay, I guess that was. Oh, that didn't actually use a living tool. Wait a second. You need 2. We only have 1. Yeah, I wasn't expecting... Oh, okay. Wow, alright, that's generous. I wasn't expecting that would take it to 0. Huh. Well, that seems like good value. As for anything else... I think, I mean, we probably want essence to begin with. Yeah, we'll go just 2 into essence. I think that's going to be worth it. Yeah. Strength, endurance. What else do you have? Fast recovery. That can be good. Special abilities have no cooldown. But what do we have? We've got 6 free essence now, so... Yeah, I feel like the stunning bash is going to be useful. And then... What's dexterity? Yeah, we'll give it strength and endurance. We'll just really buff out the Thard. Because if you're ideally going to be standing back more, control level is not good, but... I don't know, we'll kind of just see how we go with that, because I don't remember that being that much of a problem in the last game. But we'll see. Healing pod. Not much else in here, apparently. Luckily we didn't use that, because yeah, living tools, the mechanic's definitely worth it. Again, a lot of the things I'm going to be saying like that is experience from the last game, so... Things may vary a bit. But onwards we go then. Oh, one thing I forgot. Let me know if you guys have any thoughts for different color shapers. Because I was thinking about doing a recolor for our guy. Because they're pretty easy to... Like, a lot of the files are very easy to tweak in this game. So yeah, I was kind of considering redoing it. I do like the red. But I was kind of thinking maybe green or purple. maybe blue. I don't know, let me know if you guys have any thoughts. And if we do stick with the red, I might recolor this just to be a little bit closer to this. Because I do like this red, but this is really light. I feel like being a bit deeper would be nice, so we might try that out and just kind of see how we go. But yes, onwards we go to Dry Peak Gates. No Shanti. Agent Shanti's tracks are still visible in the sand, but your mentor is nowhere to be seen. Perhaps she's letting you travel alone for one of her little lessons. You're getting closer to Dry Peak. The crumbling walls of abandoned buildings line what is left of the road. As you get closer to the Shaper settlement, you have to carefully thread between thick tangles of cacti. These plants are still shaped, but a more successful design. Defeating foes and finishing quests gives you experience. When you get enough experience, you gain a level. You have gained a new level, and you can now train your character. This will help you to survive the battles ahead. Press the train button to begin training. All good. Alright, nothing there. Mega creation. All good there, we've covered it. I guess I'll record that. I don't know. I feel like... I don't know, I feel like both of these would make sense being in the codex with these. Oh, did I miss this one? Thards are pillars of raw, dumb muscle. The dumber the better, honestly. They combine the versatile physical form of the larger primates with the cruel, soulless viciousness of felines. The combination of these two classes of mammal resulted in a basic but effective brute force melee creation. Thards are simple and easy to make. Nobody would choose them for a major war offensive. For small skirmishes, hunting down rogues, and providing bodyguards for novice shapers, they are ideal. Some of them can sort of think and talk. Shapers avoid conversation with them. Forming emotional attachments with creations can make it difficult to use them for their purpose. Okay. Oh my god, I will try to stop doing that. The wind carries to you the sound of growling and hissing, followed by a whooping laugh and an explosion. Sounds like Shanti has found some rogues to fight. She's probably enjoying it. There is a building to your right, almost overgrown by the hardy twisted desert flora. Maybe there is something useful inside. Inside the building, you will find healing and essence balls. There are also books which will teach you about making creations and casting spells. These are skills you will need to survive. There is a small shaping chamber. It is in buildings like these that shapers make new creations. They use healing and essence pools to recharge themselves. If you stand next to the pools, you will be healed and energized. Shanti has left some things here for you. There is a healing pod and a shield on the table. Also, there are 2 books around the corner, left here for the instruction of young shapers. Okay, I will try to stop doing that. Oi, oi, oi. The door is locked and you don't have enough living tools to open. You need 15! Are you serious? Okay, this is reminding me, I remember from the first game, I'm just getting flashbacks. I started a note file for things like this. That might not be the worst idea for this. To remember, yeah, because things like this, they could come back way later. Yeah, there is no notes in game, is there? Like, we have the journal, but I don't think you can make custom notes or anything. Which I feel like would also be a very fitting feature. Secrets of Essence. Essence is represented by the green bar to the right of your main character's graphic in the roster. Yeah, that's just basic stuff. Making creations. Oh yeah, it's just the, yep, just the make thing. You do want to make sure you read the book thingies, even if you're not a reader, because you get XP every time you open a new one of those. I think we're full there anyway. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and start a note file. I think I'm best to get ahead on that, so... Just for safety save, and I'm gonna start a note. Okay, start a note. Dry Peak Gates, a door, bottom right, 15 living tools, so... Yeah, that might pile up over time. How to fight, think we're all good there. I'll record it just because I feel the need to. Okay, yeah, so I will be reading like everything in the game, just those things I don't, you know, they're just kind of straightforward tutorial stuff. But we probably do want to fight. So, how far can we charge? Can you charge that far? Oh, I thought they like spun along the ground. That does make sense though. A little bit of that. Good, good. You can see they're a bit smaller than our creations. I don't remember if there's a reason for that or... how do we skip our turn? That I don't remember. Right click? Are you sure you want... Oh yeah, just double click ourselves. Okay. I mean, we do have like pools there, but yeah, it is best to kind of conserve our energy a bit. Oh wait, does that not use energy? No, it says cost 2. Our energy didn't go down though. Huh. Okay. Either way. Okay, I will one day stop doing that. Alright, get to charging. Oh, alright, need a clear path. Okay, so if we walk to there... That does it. Does this gonna use energy? Oh yeah, that did. I don't know what happened over there. Huh. Yeah, sometimes they will walk and then do their attack, but if they're like off-site, you gotta move them yourself. We have 8. Good. Nice. Alright, so far so good. Oh, you got cash. I like it. Cash is good. Metal pots. Nothing else there we need. Gotta check the Fiora nests. And yeah, because the inventory doesn't seem that big, but so many things you can just pop in the junk bag. Like these metal pots, we're not going to need them. Anything you just guaranteed to sell can just be piled in there. Bar of iron, probably going to be the same. Flowers. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to want to find everything we can for XP. That's for sure. Especially the early stuff. Can I get that far? Not bad. Oh, I thought you had Cone of Fire. He got a smack on him. Yeah, do you not have Cone of Fire? Oh, that one is Cone of Fire. Whoops. Oh, default attack is right. Okay. Good stuff. Oh my god. One day. I don't know why I keep doing that. Trash. Cape. The small shrub has been effectively demolished by the roads. This is unusually vicious destruction even for a mad creation. The only things left intact are a few pots. Maybe there's something of value inside of them. Maybe. Speed pod. Yes, please. Ooh, another living tool. Nice. Yeah, speed pod basically gives us haste, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, hasted for 11 turns, so they are quite a useful find. Did we cover everything here? Okay. Said I like to be thorough. Oh, hello. Can you charge that far? What is that, I walk to there and then charge, maybe? Nope. Well, there. What does it actually take? I'll use all action points. Okay. So if I walk to there, maybe? Need a clear path. I would call that a clear path. Nice. And if I walk to there. Okay. And there. Oh, right. So this is something I've got to get used to. Right. Because I think on normal difficulty it doesn't apply. So I could just like, in normal difficulty, I could just blast here, for example. But that'll do damage to the Thard. So I've got to factor that in. We can hit 2 of them. You alright, bud? Oh, she's strong. She's strong. Okay, you're pretty strong. We helped. Having dispatched the cluster of rogues, Agent Shani turns to you. She hasn't even broken a sweat. She inspects your condition and nods. I see you dealt with the rogues I left for you. Good. It is important to know how to defend yourself. However, apprentice, there is something you should remember. Combat is not the only way to achieve your goals. Stealth and diplomacy work as well. If you wish to avoid battle, I suspect that in practically every case there is a way to do so. How can I avoid battle? A truly skilled shaper can complete missions without ever attacking a foe directly. There are usually 3 routes: diplomacy, tinkering, and stealth. I mean, that's true, but I feel like the problem in this game is that every single thing you kill that is a unique, I mean not unique, at least as I'm remembering the first one, there isn't really respawns, I don't think. I can't remember how that works. But like everything you kill, because I feel like some things do, but maybe, I forget exactly how it works. I think there are certain things that do, but you don't get XP the second time, or there's something. Either way, what definitely applies is, regardless if I'm misremembering or not, the first time you kill anything, you get XP, and there is a limited amount of XP in the game, because you get XP for like completing missions and killing things and like reading the books and various things like that. So if you kind of go stealth or diplomacy and you avoid a lot of killing, you're going to miss out on a lot of XP, and I don't think there's any way to make up for that. So I don't know. Diplomacy? Words can convince intelligent foes to help you instead of hindering you. A strong will can bring some weaker creations back under control. Increasing your leadership skill gives you options in conversations to make your missions much easier, which I normally love that kind of stuff, and I do like that, but in general, I mean, at least I think probably it more applies to stealth, where like you can stealth through an area, but you kind of want to kill as much as possible for the XP. So I don't know. I guess it depends on what you play though. Like the stealth is probably actually smarter and makes a lot more sense as an agent probably. Whereas for me as a shaper, I kind of want as much XP as possible so I can get my creations as powerful as possible. Tinkering. There is likely to be a lot of shaper machinery up in these mountains. Some of it may be dangerous. Skill with living tools can disarm traps or even turn them against your foes. Increase your mechanic skill enables you to master shaper machinery with a variety of beneficial effects. That one I do think is worth it. Mechanics is one we probably do want to invest in. Just like slowly though. Because yeah, it allows you to disarm traps and things like that. But also the less living tools you'll need to unlock things. And that way you won't have to backtrack as much if you do want to get things. Or you'll be able to open doors that you can get like extra loot or various things out of that you may have to backtrack for later. And at least as I remember from the first game, some of the doors that have these living tool requirements that you may not have on you at the time have important things behind them, like new creations and things like that. So yeah. Stealth? A foe that never sees you won't attack you. If an enemy is less alert and you keep your distance, you might avoid it entirely. If you increase your stealth skill, enemies have to get closer to detect you. What if I prefer to obliterate my enemies? Shani laughs. Honestly, that is my preferred route. Rogues must be purged. Foes of the Shapers must be disciplined. Still, I admire the elegance of the pacifist approach. I truly hope we can evaluate the situation in these mountains with minimal violence. What if the way I want to go is completely blocked by enemies? Then look for a different route. If you find the obstacles in one area insurmountable, go elsewhere. In my experience, there's almost never only one route for a goal. Weren't you scared being outnumbered like that? Scared? Of our creations? We are shapers. We're the absolute masters of life we create. Heavens help us if all... heavens help us all if we should ever be otherwise. Why are there rogues here? She looks at the dead Fiora and frowns. I do not know. It is a shameful state of affairs. At the minimum, we need to find out what is happening here. The state of the colony is a disgrace. We shall continue. Follow. Alright. But I need to loot this. Ooh. And for good reason. I think we're good otherwise, though. The road ahead is blocked by a large stone gate. Agent Shanti stares angrily at it, muttering to herself. At least your creation makes you feel less exposed and alone. You scratch it reassuredly behind the ears. I'm starting to question if I should call her Shanti or not. Shanti, I don't know. Names bother me when I don't know how they're intended. You have reached Dry Peak's custom gate. All Shaper settlements have a portal where visitors are questioned and searched. Normally there would be guards here waiting to search you for contraband and forbidden bits of shaping. However, there is nobody here. The main gate is closed. The door to the guardhouse off to the side is closed and locked. It doesn't look at the moment like there is any way in. For the first time, you start to wonder if there are any people in Dry Peak at all. To proceed, you will need to find a way to get this gate open. Okay. Agent Sani stands next to the locked door of the custom gate. She is furious. She twists her tooth necklace absently in her fingers as she thinks about what to do. The gate is locked? Yes, and unguarded. Nobody here to let us in. Somebody's going to answer for this. I'll make sure of that. Isn't it supposed to be guarded? Yes. Someone should be watching this road even if they know we were coming. Word was sent. We should be greeted. This is an insult. What should we do? What I want to do is tear this gate down with my bare hands. This is an insult. To leave a gate abandoned like this in a Shaper settlement? Unacceptable. Still, it is a good chance for you to practice your skills in a field setting. What are you going to do? Shanti raises an eyebrow. What am I going to do? Well, I'm going to start by standing here. Then I'm going to tell you to look around. Then I'm going to have lunch. That's fair. Be a good apprentice and see if you can find a way around this gate. Run along. Yes, Shanti. I can see that you have great matters to ponder. I'll leave you to it. Shanti chuckles. Yes, you do that. Try not to be too long. I have another question. Shanti stares at the closed unguarded gate and sees quietly. Occasionally she tugs a tooth on a necklace. Any progress, Mana? Okay, it's just the same. Alright. So, which is that the gate, or? You enter the customs office. Not surprisingly, nobody's here. However, it doesn't look like it has been abandoned for long. There are cloaks hanging on the wall and the table isn't dusty. There is a lever lever in the middle of the room. Perhaps it is the control for the gate. Select the lever lever to pull it. Opening the doors ahead will require you to find a key. Okay. Ooh, dice. Okay, there might be a few items I collect for no reason. Notes on combat. Okay, it's just repeating, I guess. Okay. I do want to kind of go look off that way. Gate is locked. 15 living tools. Yeah, so I guess that's more if we want a key for them. Doors are not... I assume... Okay, let me just quick save. You try to pull the lever, only to find the mechanism is completely jammed. You can't figure out how to fix it. Okay, I didn't want to necessarily progress yet. I want to go for a wander. Alright, just checking if it changed anything. You hear squealing and chittering from the thicket to the north. There are little dark-fanged creatures trying to conceal themselves back there. Not Fiora, smaller and weaker. They are creations. Alas, you recognize the design. They're huge, twisted rat things. Creations, but not a sort anyone is allowed to make. They are scavellings, a modified variant of the huge rats to the south. A notorious pest and forbidden creation type. Shy but hungry and vicious when you get close. You wonder what Shiny would say about this. Is that a hint to chat, or just a general statement? Ah, there are scavellings here. She takes it surprisingly well, just a calm nod. A forbidden pest creation allowed to take root and roam free. Interesting. I did not think I could be angrier, and yet here we are. Seeing Shapers, Zachary, and Barzal is even more urgent now. Someone must answer for this. Indeed. But also XP for us, so, you know, yin yang. Hopefully. I don't know how strong that... Okay, they're not that strong. I think we'll be alright. Hopefully. That's tough. Oh, see, this is... Okay, this is actually really interesting, like, with the veteran difficulty. Because cone of fire. Boom. Blast them. A third will take damage. Okay, didn't really need the stun there. So I have to kind of factor that in. I wonder if it's this. I wonder if it's 1-to-1. Oh, that's so. Because like right now, I could hit all three if it wasn't for Thard. But I wonder like if it is 1-to-1. Let's do a singular test. Oh yeah, okay, that's quite a bit of damage. Dang, all right. Not insignificant. Good to know, though. Wait, do we get our energy back after battle? Oh, we do. Oh, okay. But yeah, we can heal up here, so... That's probably worth doing. We're a little low. Oh, wait. I still have 8 essence? Oh. Maybe I wasn't full when I made the Thard? Oh, I thought we had less. We can upgrade these guys more then. Oh, okay. Well. What do we want to upgrade? You're a tank, so I feel like you're probably best upgraded. Though you're already on very poor control. Yeah, it makes you very poor. Which said, I don't remember it being a huge deal. Like, it can cause problems. Like, I think... We said it says there, yeah. How strong your control over this creation is. The higher the number, the worse the control. Affects the chance of the creation fleeing or going rogue in combat. Improving shaping skills improves control. Having lots of creations or creations of higher level reduces control. Yeah, I see. I don't remember this being a huge deal. But... Yeah. Improves, having lots of create. Sorry, what helps it? Improving shaping skills improves control. Was that? I think it's. Is that referring to them? Yeah, shaping skill. Okay. So I'm not sure what we want to invest in yet. I don't think we're gonna actually want to invest in the fire ones. But I don't know how long, like how far into we get these. I also don't know if this game has resets or not. Because I think we will probably be focusing more towards battle and magic. So I don't know. Yeah, we might want to put one into battle magic, battle next. Because I remember, as we went further in the last game, the alphas became so good. They were absolute beasts. We had a whole team of them at one point. They were pretty great. Oh, so I guess there's a tier 4 now. Right, because these weren't in the last game. Yeah, we'll have to see if there is a reset in any way. Because if there is a reset, we might want to spec into fire shaping a little bit to begin with and then change. But yeah, we'll have to see. Alright, onwards we go. Oh. Okay. You find that someone has barred the door into the southern building from this side. You unbar it. There is another building to the north. The sturdy inbound doors are closed. Okay, well that solves that. That's one note that can be removed. The door is locked. You could use living tools to attempt to open it. Living tools required. We'll see. This was also a lesson I learned in the last game. I didn't think about this one, but yeah, sometimes you run into doors like this, which you can end up unlocking from the other side, which is the same kind of situation as that, but yeah. I hadn't thought about that. I hadn't thought about that till that specifically popped up. So you don't always want to jump ahead, even if like it costs 1, because sometimes you'll just walk around to the next area and you'll be able to unlock it and find you wasted a living tool, which are limited. And again, only going for the last game, but when I say limited, I do mean limited. Like you can't buy unlimited amounts of them at shops or anything like that. There'll be shops with some of them, but there's a limited number of them in shops as well. There are some rusty tracks of the ground here. At one end, they have been torn up. At the other end, they've been overgrown. Dry Pig is definitely a mining colony. There are several large nests back here made from trash and twisted sticks. The scavengers here might have found something interesting. Always check the nests. Oh, they have value. Oh. I didn't realize the tools had value. Oh, I missed a couple of those, dang. The nest probably consists of junk. However, you do find something interesting in this one. There is a small iron key on a leather thong. Some guards must have dropped it and a scavenging found it. You take the key and pocket it. When you try to open the door, this key unlocks the door will open automatically. Yeah, I didn't pick up a couple of tools, dang. I can't remember where they were. I feel like they might have been the last area. Not a huge deal, I just said I like to get everything we can. So these doors, I don't know, because like, depends on when we're going to level. So I put one more into mechanics. We can probably save on these. So we'll come back to that if we need to. Is there any living tools we can save until we kind of know how scarce they'll be is best. I'm assuming we'll be able to open one of these now. Hopefully. Alright, that one. Oh yeah. Oh, got some chitin armor. What do we got? Definitely better. What is that? Magical armor. Yeah, all around better. Good kids. This is a weapons storeroom. Most of the racks and shelves are empty. A lot of the guards have been taking weapons lately. One useful thing was left behind though. There is a baton on the table at the north of the room. A baton is a missile weapon. It is a mix of living and non-living matter. A creature created by shapers which lives in a thin metal frame. It is bred to spit thorns when its tail is squeezed. The sharp and venom thorns can do a lot of damage. There are also some thorns on the table. This weapon will be very useful. Equip a baton like any other weapon. A fully loaded baton contains 6 thorns. When the weapon is empty, you will reload it automatically. I never really used these in the last game much. I think they can be good though. I guess we'll equip it. See how we go. What else we got going on here? Locked. Oh, shiny. Value. Oh yes. You do have value. Pop those down in the junk. Good kid. Yeah, we'll come back to all the doors we can. Just we'll get ahead first. Bedroll, bowl. What was that here? Oh, there is one of these. Alas, the custom hall is not entirely abandoned. You see another feral creation in the hall to the north. A long, glistening Attila is slithering around, leaving a trail of slime as it attempts to detect prey. The bones of several victims litter the floor around it. Attila are very dangerous. If you keep your distance, you might be able to slip around it. Some encounters can be evaded with stealth. Foes only notice you if you're close enough. A question mark will appear when you're close to being noticed. Raise your stealth skill to reduce the distance when they can detect you. Or enter combat and start shooting. Yeah, these can poison you, so Best to be wary of that. Don't really want to get poisoned. Oh, kind of wanted that smack. All good. And yeah, it does keep going. Just move around to those turns go. And yeah, so we have... Oh, right. So, like, they use energy and essence. Ah, okay. That's how that works. Yep. We will give you a heal, though. Just, play things safe. Quick safety save. What do we got? Visitors to Dry Peak were expected to sign this book. You don't see anything unexpected. Merchants came up here a few times a year. The most recent caravan came through about 3 months ago. Okay. Feather, abacus. You have value. Oh. I think that covers the gate. Can we go through here? This was the quarters for the captain of the guard. Nobody's here at the moment. You notice the crystal on the table to the north. These crystals are a useful magical weapon. When thrown at a foe, they turn into powerful bolts of energy. Crystals are not usually made by shapers. They are mere rocks charged with magic and thus beneath your kind. They are useful nonetheless. Ah, okay. Oh, ice crystal, right. Okay. That is value. Yeah, so a lot of things, so like sandals, like, even though they're gear that you can wear, they don't have any value on them, so no point grabbing those. Oh wait, we don't have boots yet, so for now, point grabbing them, but yeah, in general, there is like, some armor will, some won't. So like, see these gloves have a value of 10, whereas the cloak doesn't have a value, for example. Box is locked, and you don't have enough living tools. Yeah, I think we're worth trying to get a level before we come back to this stuff. It is a fair way off, but yeah, I think it'll be worth saving the living tools. And obviously we can't even open all these things yet. Like, we only have 2, and yeah. What's going on over here? Finally, you've reached the gates of Dry Peak. You're very relieved by what you hear. Ahead, floating to you on the wind, you hear the shouts of merchants, the sounds of boots clicking against cobblestone roads, the grunts of the serviles working in the fields. Dry Peak is still a functioning settlement. However, their gate to the outside world is abandoned and overrun with rogues. Why? Hopefully you and Shanti will be able to solve some of this mystery. Once Shanti enters Dry Peak, the tutorial section of Geneforge 2 is concluded. Head north to resume your training, try to locate Zachary and Barzal, and find out what happened to the settlement. Yeah, we should probably let her in, eh? That does make sense. I guess she's probably finished her lunch by now. How was your lunch? Oh, no chat. Okay. That's cool. I didn't want any lunch. No worries. It's fine. No worries. No worries. What are you little shits? I don't know what the hell they are. At the far end of this neglected trash pit, you find another sign of shape and neglect. A nest of scuttlebugs has established itself here. Like scabblings, scuttlebugs are a shape of mistake. A venomous, crop-eating pest that escaped from your labs and spread. Harmless to you, they are terrors to farmers. They are easy to crush and almost impossible to eradicate. Shapers came to these mountains to shape a new ecology and settle them. This is another sign the experiment is going very badly. Do you equal XP perchance? I would very much like to know this. I don't know if we got XP. Okay. I don't know, do we get XP? I think maybe we don't. It's hoping for XP. I guess we'll see after the battle. Now I can't think if we get each time something dies or after the battle. They're apparently not good for farmers, so that's not good either. Gotta help the farmers. That was not very effective. Okay, since if they keep spawning, they probably don't give XP. Okay, I'll leave you to your scuttling, because apparently you just keep spawning. Fair enough. Wait, there's nothing on the ground there, was there? I don't think so. Before you finish the tutorial, you should know the journal and the quest list. If you want to review your notes or be reminded of your current quest, press the journal button. You'll be able to see what special items you have found, dialogue you have recorded while talking, and what quests you've been given. And remember, if you forget what buttons do, you can get a reminder by hovering the cursor over them. Shanti strides up to you quickly. She is in the mood for a giant rant. Rogues everywhere. The custom gate locked. The main gate unguarded. Nobody here to greet us. This is a disgrace. You got the gate unlocked. I feel you could have been faster. Oh wow. I'm sorry you had so much time between lunch and me opening the gate. You gave me a job. I did it. I'm sorry. I'll do better. You gave me a job. I did it. Agent Shiny nods. I'll grant that is true. Thank you. However, our mastery of this world will not be continued by the sloppy and inefficient. We will discuss the finer points of your performance later. At length. For now, there is an immediate lesson I must give you. What lesson is that? Apprentice. Always remember this. We Shapers are respected and feared. Why? Because we have great power and we keep it secret from outsiders? Perhaps. Because we kill anyone who steals and misuse our power? In part. We Shapers are respected most of all because we look to outsiders flawless. Perfect. We may argue internally, but to the outside world we never look weak. Zachary and Bazal have failed in this. This settlement makes us look like fools. Now you and I will find them and we'll find out why this disaster has been allowed to happen. We have much to do, and I have much to teach you. Come. She turns her heel and strides towards the settlement of Dry Peak. I will get answers. Okay. Well, I'll just explore a little first. Don't mind me. Oh, wait. No value. Flint and steel. Got another living tool, that's always good. A fruit. Also good. Take the dagger. Door is locked, you can use living tool. I really want to open these, but yeah, value-wise, we're far better off investing in the mechanics, I think. Might take a minute to get our next level, but we'll come back here and clear things out. Off to Dry Peaks. At last, one of the residents of Dry Peak has come to greet you. He is a common warrior wearing a captain's insignia. He has dark circles under his eyes, and his armor is old, worn, and dusty. He is not happy to see you. Welcome, travelers, he begins. I am Captain Takena. I am Takena? Takena? Oh man, names. Names! Takena? Takena? I'm going with Takena. Welcome, travelers, he begins. I am Captain Takena. I am sorry for our tardy greeting. We must be cautious. Lately we've had troubles. Can I ask you to identify yourselves? We are Shapers common. We won't answer to you. I guess I'll leave it to her. I am the apprentice, to be fair. You take a step back. Confident your trainer will have something to say. You aren't disappointed. Captain Tanika looks at Agent Shanti. You command, yes? May I see your credentials? See what Agent Shanti says. Captain Tanaka... I keep wanting to say Tanaka. Captain Tanaka's words only infuriate Shanti further. She says in an icy voice, Dry Peak receives an envoy from the Shapers, and only a mere captain is sent to greet us? This is an insult. Take me to Zachary immediately. I will only speak my business with him. Takena looks nervous, like he doesn't want to take you anywhere. I'm sorry, Honored Shaper. I see you have travelled far. However, I have orders from my own Shaper. I can't let you proceed without evidence that you have business here. Shanti is quiet. She seems to be sizing up the situation, or getting her rage under control. One of the two. Probably both. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it to her. I'm happy to see what she's gonna do. Remain silent. As the Shabers say, the mouth is like the city gate. Opening it lets warriors of stupidity into the world. You remain silent and see what your teacher does. With clear regret, Shani pulls out a scroll of her vest. She didn't want to give up information quickly. She hands the paper with her orders to Takena. He reads it carefully, becoming more distressed with each word. An inspection, now, of all times? Fine. I'll take you to Shaper Zachary in the research warren. He starts to walk north. Before Shanti follows, she turns to you. I may have a use for you. You can follow us right now to meet Zachary, or you can take some time to look around this town first and see what you can learn. Either way, come and catch up with us soon. You can see what I can learn from Zachary. The lesson in diplomacy will, I am sure, be useful. Shani walks after Takena. Yeah, I'm going to be taking a lot of guesses with names in this, because I feel like depending on like the part of the world, you would say some of these names differently. Like that could be like Takena, Takena, Takane. I don't know. Like I feel like there's probably like 3 or 4 different ways you could actually say that name. I stand by what I've said previously. I wish all games came with like a file that gave you like the phonetics for names. So is phonetics the right term? Like where they're split up into pieces so you can actually confirm their intended pronunciation. Like I feel like that would be such a good thing to have for games. But yeah, we are at Dry Peaks then. Guess we better have a look around. You meet one of Dry Peaks' guards. He's tired, dirty, and poorly equipped. He's not dumb though. He knows enough to stand at attention when a Shaper approaches. How have things been going? We've been finding rogues, and we'll keep finding them until they're all dead. Or we are. Guard thinks for a moment. Or both. Okay. That's probably, yeah. What can you tell me about Zachary? He's our leader, he points. I stab. He can be found in the Warrens. The guard points to the east. Do you know what happens to Barzal? I thought Barzal died a year ago. Okay. The guard nods and returns to his vigil. Same, yeah, I thought he died a year ago. That's concerning. Alright. You get your first good look at the remote settlement of Dry Peak. It's not wealthy or properly maintained, but it's also not as awful as you imagined. It's a valley of dustily crumbling shops, clustered along a single road. To the north, you can hear serviles working on Dry Peak's excuse for crops. Far to the northwest, you can make out the entrance to the mine, the sole reason Dry Peak exists. Though the ground is mostly barren, a number of shaped palm trees have taken root. These were brought from some desert and magically altered into flora that can live in this high arid climate. However, these trees are growing too quickly. They're like weeds, thick, wiry, mostly useless, and desperate to destroy what few roads and structures the serviles have managed to build. All in all, this place is dry, cramped, and unpleasant. You look forward to meeting with Zachary and Barzal and then getting out. Okay, well, I think this is actually probably a good stopping point for part 1, because I did check earlier, and I think we get access to 8 areas for the demo, and we've just entered the 3rd area, and I've been playing for about an hour and a half, so yeah, before we start exploring Dry Peaks properly, I think this is probably a good stopping point, so yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. I am all in for this, and yeah, judging by my pace, probably going to get at least 3 parts for the demo. It would not surprise me. We may go for a longer one and do the rest of the demo in the next part. I'll kind of see. But yeah, I'm just happy to be playing Geneforge again. I'm really enjoying it. I like the setup. Yeah, it's interesting because we are kind of an apprentice again. We were, I don't know, well, in the first game we weren't really an apprentice, but we were, I don't actually remember. I think we might have, I'm trying to remember now. I think we were pretty much similar though. I think we might have just been made a full shaper or something. Like we hadn't really had any experience. We'd just been made a shaper or something. We were definitely a noob, so yeah. But yeah, just thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying, because as I said, it's going to be a long one. So this is only the demo, but it will be the start of a full playthrough. And yeah, we'll continue when the full game comes out, I guess. So there'll still probably be 1 or 2 more parts of this. And then, yeah, we'll just continue on when the game fully releases. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I have too much to say. Just, so I'm very happy to be playing Geneforge again. Liking the setup. As for our character, yeah, I think we'll probably be focusing towards like battle shaping and magic shaping, and leaning into some mechanics for the boost there. But we do want to boost our mastery, I mean essence mastery. Yeah, the only thing with that is like we probably want to do a bit more into shaping first, because I do want more essence. But even now, like we have spare essence, and yet we're on like very poor. So yeah, next level it's probably better off to go into, I mean, maybe even 1 or 2 into battle shaping, so we can really buff out the Thard. Maybe 1 into mechanics, and then like next level after that we'll loop back to essence or something. Yeah, we want to give ourselves some strength as well in the magic front, but we'll focus on them first. Maybe some healing. Yeah, we'll have to see, because levels aren't too fast if I recall. So, and again, like a lot of things I'm going to be referencing from the first game, because I feel like a lot of them will be pretty similar in mechanics and stuff, but obviously some things will have changed. So yeah, we also have weapon shaping in this one, so I don't know how much that'll come up for us. I think that is more for the Guardians and Agents, because I think that they had some issues in the first game, just not being like as much point to playing them compared to the Shapers. So I think this was added to kind of buff them out a bit and make them a bit more unique. So yeah, I don't know how much they'll be intended for us, but yeah. But no, I think this is yeah, I think we had a good start. So it's going to be like a pretty slow one for me. I want to do everything, find everything, read everything, and yeah, so if you enjoyed this one, this will probably be similar going forward. Obviously a bit more smooth now as I get more used to things again and stop mispressing certain buttons and things. Yeah, just yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to stop rambling. Yeah, just be well, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in part 2 soon. Bye bye.